Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today, because I saw a few of them come through my feed again this morning, and it always cracks me up. It cracks me up, but I know it annoys a lot of people, and that's what we're going to get into, are people who go on social media and they talk about how miserable they are on their diet, how strict their diet is, and it's even worse when they're competitors who are prepping for something. Since I have a lot of competitors on my social media, let's talk about this for a bit. So let me put on my +5 hat of weaponsmithing. Let's do a little bit of crafting and let's talk about this. All right, first of all, a lot of this is just, it's ridiculous because it's just like this cry for attention. It's these people who go, oh, look at me, look how disciplined I am, look how much I'm suffering for whatever this is. Well, what you need to understand is all your friends and family on your social media who aren't competitors, or who aren't into bodybuilding or physique or anything else like that, actually really find you annoying. I'm just telling you straight up, they find it annoying, and it's not because they lack discipline. It's because they see you being obsessive over something that is your choice and then complaining about how miserable you are. Stop and think about that for a minute. That would be as annoying as if you had a family member or a friend who continually got plastic surgery all the time to improve their body, and then after every surgery, every single day, they posted about how much their chest hurts. Oh my God, how much pain they're in from their boob job. For the entire week or for 2 weeks straight, because it hurts for that long. Or then when they go get their nose job done, they talk over and over and over about their nose job and how miserable they are and how much it hurts. But it's going to be so worth it when it all heals up. You know, after about their 5th or 6th cosmetic procedure, you're going to get really, really tired of reading this, and you're probably going to unfollow them. It might be your cousin or your sister or whoever, but you're going to unfollow them because it's annoying and it's stupid. So people need to take that into account. And it's like they do this all the time, and it's trying to just show how disciplined they are. But here's the thing, guys, what you need to think about. Every one of us, and I say this all the time, got into fitness, we got into training, we got into whatever it is we do to make ourselves happier and improve our quality of life. What I don't understand is why people choose totally optional things, because most of you it is optional. I'll get into that in a minute. Choosing totally optional things that make them so miserable that they need to tell everybody about it all the time. All right, you're taking an activity that you originally undertook because you enjoy it. It made you happy, or you thought it would make you happy. You thought it would make you fulfilled, but it clearly isn't the way that you're doing it. If you actually are miserable on whatever diet you're doing, particularly if you're going to compete in something, I don't understand the concept of why are you doing it then? What do you stand to gain out of it? It's not like your health is going to improve. It's not like you're going to make any money at it. You're not going to get anything out of these competitions other than your own self-fulfillment, and that's fine. I get that. I've competed in plenty of things. But the thing is, you're not fulfilled by it. You're miserable for months talking about it on social media every day, complaining about it, about how hungry you are, how much you're craving this food, how much you hate your diet. Is that really worth one day up on a platform, on a stage? It seems like one little brief moment of happiness for weeks or months of being miserable and annoying and irritating to everybody else just can't be worth it. Particularly, again, when you're not making money doing it and you know it's harming your health to do it. So it's just insane. It's ridiculous. Now, for people who are doing it for health, this is a little bit different, because people who are doing it to get really ripped, you're actually just hurting yourself. People who are doing it for health who complain about their diets, maybe they need to rethink what they're doing with their diet. You know what, guys? If you have a diet that's making you hungry and miserable all the time, you're probably going about it wrong, and you're probably trying to lose weight too quickly. Everyone gets so hung up in this idea that they need to lose weight as fast as possible, even if they're obese. And you know what? From a health perspective, that's not necessarily true. In fact, we know from the research out there, the faster you lose it, the less likely you are to stick it out in the long term. Meaning, someone who needs to lose 50 pounds to be healthy, okay, their doctors told them to lose 50 pounds. The charts have told them they need to lose 50 pounds to be in the healthy range. They do need to get there. Otherwise, their health is suffering for it. But you know what? They don't have to do it in 5 months. They don't have to do it in 6 months. And in fact, if they take an entire year to do it, instead of trying to do it in 4 or 5 months and crash diet, they're not only going to see health markers improve every single month. So the thing is, they're doing it for their health. Well, if they're losing just a few pounds a month, a pound a week doing that, You know what? Every time they go in and get their blood work taken by their doctor every month, their health is going to have improved. In fact, most people, once they've lost the first 10 pounds of fat, unless they're really, really excessively fat, their health markers start improving immediately on their blood work. And as long as they continue to lose weight while they're in the weight loss process, their cholesterol, blood lipid profiles, everything else tend to go down into the normal range most of the time while they're still in the calorie deficit. So as long as they're slowly losing the weight, they are generally gaining all of the health benefits. Even though they're still overweight, their blood work doesn't show it while they're in the process. So they're already gaining the health benefits. They can just lose the weight slowly. And for those people, if they're just having to lose weight like that for health reasons, odds are they're overweight enough that it's really easy to lose weight. Meaning they don't have to go on excessively restricted diets. They don't have to live on chicken salads all day. These people can actually usually just cut the refined junk out. They can just stop drinking soda, quit putting sugar on everything, stop eating fried foods, try to eat extra salads, try to eat high fiber foods, add a little protein into their diet. And they can actually outwork what they need to do. Most of these people didn't get obese by eating moderate amounts of these various junk foods. They're eating them all day. People who are getting 50 pounds overweight usually are sedentary, and they're drinking 3 or 4 Dr. Peppers or Coca-Colas every single day, along with, having French fries with every burger they order. That's what's actually doing it for the most part. That's how they gain the 50 pounds. If they just cut that stuff out and still eat just normal foods. All right, normal foods don't have to be fried. Normal foods don't have to have added sugar. You don't have to have sugary drinks with sugar added to them to have a drink. You can drink a diet soda. You can drink water. That's not any sort of real sacrifice that makes anybody miserable. And they could still go to a restaurant when they go out and eat a steak, a baked potato, and some steamed veggies on the side. They can still go eat a chicken sandwich or 2 for lunch every day. These people, they don't have to make major sacrifices or follow a strict diet. They just have to start exercising. They have to start walking every day. They have to lift weights. And you know what? Some people don't even have to do that. Like Brittany, everyone's like, man, your girlfriend should really be giving advice to everyone on how to get in shape. I get a few people who joke and say she should be giving it instead of me because of the transformation she did. But I'm like, I coached her. She's following my routines. You know what Brittany does? Brittany just still eats junk food every day. She doesn't care. She tries to get, what she does, she makes sure she gets her protein in. She tries to eat some veggies every day. She tries to make slightly healthier choices. She picks bread. She picks whole wheat bread now. That's all she does. But you know what? She eats ice cream and Cheez-Its crackers and muffins and cake and everything else all the time. But because she's lifting so hard, you guys have seen some of her workouts, and she's PRing every week. She's getting stronger and stronger on all her lifts. Lifting full body 3 days a week as a female, and she does like an hour of cardio, an average of an hour a day. Some days it varies a bit day to day, but she's averaging at least an hour of cardio every day. She just outworks her bad diet. That's what she does by doing an hour of cardio every day. And since she doesn't have an insane appetite and just trying to eat a little more fiber, a little more veggies, a little more lean protein, she still eats junk food all the time. She doesn't track anything either. She doesn't count her macros. She doesn't count her calories. She just goes, well, if I ate heavier yesterday and I ate a bunch of ice cream yesterday, I should probably throw another 30 minutes of cardio on today and do an hour and a half instead of an hour. That's all she does. And she just outworks it. And there are people who can do that. People say, well, you can't outwork a bad diet. Yeah, a lot of people actually can. It depends on the individual, depends on what their appetite's like, but a lot of people can absolutely outwork a bad diet. So even then, people don't have to sit around and be miserable. They just have to be more active. And for her, that's all she does. She trains really hard on her big barbell lifts right now, does them 3 times a week, full body 3 days a week, which is going to give you the best shift in metabolism overall. She does cardio every single day. That's it. She still eats ice cream and doesn't measure. She's not an if it fits your macros where she grabs a scale. She grabs a tub of ice cream and says, I'm going to eat this whole thing. And I'll just do extra cardio tomorrow. I know, but you but she just eats the whole thing. She doesn't care. So, people who are doing it just for health and general weight loss, they don't need to be following such strict diets that they're miserable either. It's because people have told them they need to be on super strict diets, when in reality, they just generally need to cut the garbage out of their diet. Meaning, they can still eat a couple chicken sandwiches for lunch every day. They can still go eat their steak and their baked potato. Maybe don't throw butter on it, and maybe don't drink a Dr. Pepper with it. And they need to do at least 30 minutes of cardio every single day. And you know what? People can find time to do that while they watch TV. Most people watch enough TV and stuff, they get a little cheap exercise bike for their house, and during their 30 minutes of TV watching every night, ride their bike. Even if they have kids and stuff, they can jump on their bike and do some cardio. It really isn't that hard to the point to where people need to be complaining about their strict diet. And if you're sitting around bitching about your strict diet and it's purely optional, if you were at a healthy body fat already, if you were at 15% body fat, and you decided to put yourself on a strict diet that makes you miserable and you need to bitch about it purely for vanity reasons, because your health is not going to improve any from losing fat. If you're at 15% body fat as a male and you lose 10 pounds of fat, your health is not going to improve one bit from it. So you're doing this purely for vanity reasons, and nobody should feel sorry for you. It is completely optional what you've done to yourself. And you bitching about it basically makes you sound like a little girl. That's all it is. You're bitching and whining about something you chose to do to yourself. That's not even improving your health or fitness in any way, purely for vanity. Any more than if I have a person standing there holding a nail to their foot and tapping it with a hammer to try to drive a spike through it, and they say, ow, it hurts every time I do it. Well, stop doing it, you stupid motherfucker. It's that simple. If you're sitting around bitching about something that's self-inflicted, optional, and has no actual tangible benefits to you in any way, nobody should feel sorry for you, and basically people should call you a fucktard. Because that's what you are. If you're doing it, if you hate it so much that you need to bitch about it to the whole world, you're basically an idiot. It's self-inflicted. You can stop doing it right now. It's not going to cost you anything. It's not like it's making you healthier if you're already at a healthy body fat. It's just vanity and whatever people's obsessions are at that point. And I understand obsessions. I have my own. But you know what? I accept those as optional and I don't bitch about them. All right, guys. But that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative. And I will talk to you guys next time.